I'm alive.
We're live? Excellent! Hello everyone, welcome to Lines. I'm ShadowMeowth and I'm joined by Cecilia and Selenity for a new episode Online Returns. So I have first to apologize for the technical difficulties last stream. We've ended up recording and uploading the gameplay in a different, not live, but as a video, more or less. Well, everything is a video. I don't know what I'm saying. And so I really encourage our followers, viewers, who's interested in this series to go check it out in case you have missed, because it's not in the same tab as the live streams. So yeah. It was an eventful stream. Well, not stream. I almost killed Seth.
Yes. We did the shot game, and Meowth changed the rules right before the snow scene.
Yeah.
That hey, maybe we should do a shot when there's a direct parallel to the end game. I, who was doing shots with Red Bull, because I thought I was being a responsible person, like, okay, no alcohol, I'm just doing Red Bull. I was chugging at the end, and I didn't sleep at all that night. Thanks, Meowth.
You're welcome.
So today, water for me. Today, I don't trust you.
Water and water and water, water and water. Anyway.
But that's it's a. If you haven't seen last episode, there is that. That was funny for everyone but me, I suppose.
I still have my iced tea in case we encounter more shots. Which, by going into the wildlands, because we are getting into the wildlands today, you're going to talk about 800 symphonies, Says.
Always, when given the chance, I will speak about 1800s symphonies.
That 1800s. Fuck, I can't talk today. So yeah. I really hope that we manage to get to Caius, but I don't want to. I don't know. So, anyways, so we were. Yes, we were back at the Ark with a very dramatic Hope, whispering his mother's name in Snow's ear as he stabbed him. Yeah, that was something.
He's casually remembering, like, yeah, back then when Snow and I were doing this, and I was thinking, I will plunge my knife into his heart and whisper my mother's name in his ear, and you're like, okay, alright.
Yeah, moral of the story, don't piss Hope this time.
Just bros being bros.
It's a show of love.
I mean, Snow is basically his best friend.
Yeah.
Knives are a love language in this game.
I mean, not wrong.
We all have different ways of showing affection, okay?
I mean, it would have been the same knife as well.
A knife is the love language.
Honestly, yes, because it was first Sarah's birthday present to Lightning, then it passed on Lightning to Hope, then Hope intended to stab his future bro with it. Yeah, that knife sure has some history.
Also, Snow helped Sarah pick it out.
That.
By the Public Morals Office of the Order of Salvation.
So he was almost the
For allowing us to see
he almost chose the weapon of his own doom.
Yeah.
But he was too stubborn to die. He even survived a hope flare. It's fucking impressive considering like when you see him in gameplay just incinerating enemies.
No, I was
Literal
going to say,
codes, I'm
considering for a guy called Snow, whose elemental affinity is ice, being able to tank a flare to the face, doubly impressive.
To be fair, the ice might have helped him there.
Okay, Armand, you made me come like for 3 days for your fucking story. Can you just please
Spill the beans, damn it.
Thank you for taking such an interest in my friend's story.
He's just
Who
lonely,
wouldn't?
isn't
A
he?
young reporter driven by a passion for truth pursues a major case of corruption, ultimately driving an innocent woman to commit suicide. But the story's not over yet, is it? I'm curious, what happens next?
He was beyond distraught. Nothing could console him. He came to realize that the pen really was mightier than the sword. And he had used his sword to punish the wrong person. And then he... I can't continue like this. I just can't.
Thank you.
I need to tell you the truth. He... or rather, I... thought death was the only form of penance.
Oh my god, you mean his friend
Suspected
was
you may be
him?
hiding something.
Shock.
the gift pretends to be shocked.
I had no such friend.
Surprise because
The
Gervais.
reporter, the one who killed the innocent woman, that was me.
Color me
I
shocked.
had a feeling. The way you've been telling the story seems to be hitting a little too close to home.
The reporter in me died long ago. I handed in my letter of resignation immediately, of course. Along with my life as a writer, I buried my precious pen. The burial ground is now a storage area somewhere in Old Town. Underneath the dirt lies the tool of my trade, and a part of myself.
So why tell me this now? What's the point in dredging up the past? It can't be easy for you.
To tell you the truth, I don't really know. I guess I've been wanting to tell someone before it was too late. People need to know what happened. As a warning, if nothing else.
Too late. You're not thinking of...
No. I've been dead for a long time now. The day I
Don't
quit
say
my
that to her,
job is
she's
the
actually
day
been
I
talking
quit
to dead
being
people.
me. That's the day I quit living. You see, I'm as good as
People
dead.
have
Nothing
literally
more than
seen
a
ghosts in this
empty
area.
shell of a person.
Old Town. I found a pen in that same area. It must have belonged to Armand. Obviously, it means a lot to him. Perhaps I should return it. Or would that drive him to do something rash?
Anyways,
I have something that might belong to you.
You found my pen. During my days
yes,
as a
the
reporter,
very
I never
first
went
day,
anywhere
I
without
went
it.
straight for it.
It was a gift from one of my fans.
Doesn't this pen remind you of a time you wanted to help people? When you were still naive, but fiercely determined?
Yes, long ago, when I wanted justice for the world. But I realized my pen is a deadly weapon. My writing is lethal. I wasn't aware of my own powers. That's what drove an innocent woman to take her life.
I'm glad it's a
That's
quill
why I
pen, because if
quit
it was
my
a
job as
biro, it would have had
reporter
an
and threw away
impressive
this
life.
pen. Do you know how it feels to have someone's death on your conscience? The only way to make this right was to quit what I love most.
So what did you fix?
Huh?
When you threw away your career and gave up on the world, quit on life, how did any of that help anyone? Did that make anything right?
You mean
just
when,
an
like, when
excuse
you
for
went
you
into
running
a
hide
different
from the
reality
past.
for 500 odd years?
What do I do? Writing.
So,
It's
parallel
the only
shot.
thing I ever knew.
Yeah,
It never
might as
occurred to
well.
me that my
But
passion could
in
end
this
up
case,
hurting
for
those
lighting
around me.
yourself.
My prized
Yeah.
treasure turned out to be a weapon.
The pen can harm people, but it can also protect the public.
You think I should start writing again? I don't know if I could do that. Or should do that.
You should. if you truly want to make things right. You've learned something important, the power and influence your writing has. People grow by learning from their mistakes. It's impossible to forget what happened in the past, but use that knowledge and do what only you can do.
Do you really think I can? All right, I'll do it. Starting over will be tough, but I'll try. You've returned my pen to me, but what's more, you've given me...
Shot.
Again.
Oh.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, do what only you can do, which doesn't mean turning into a crystal.
Lightning is guilty of offering advice that she should apply to herself.
Yeah. Good job she's been learning through this game.
No, in a sense, I think Hope is the same case.
Yeah.
She's like God's servant.
Couple morons.
When the final bell tolls,
Yeah, this is the game of them learning how to deal with their shit instead of, like, sacrificing themselves for their shit.
I hope you can make everyone's wishes come true. Everyone!
A lot of these quests are so silly, like if you just walked a block north or something, you would fix it yourself. I lost this item over there. I know where it is. I really miss it. ...
Okay.
You did a fantastical job, Lightning!
Stations are expressed to Yusnan. Passengers wishing to travel to the wildlands or dead dunes should board train.
Are you taking the train?
South Station.
Yeah. Going to Yusnan.
Sell?
I mean,
you want me to
that's this one is not that.
He's just tired.
Mm.
Mood.
I wouldn't accept anyone less into my family. Yes, because he's your brother-in-law. The marriage is inconsequential. He is your brother-in-law now. Since Square Enix is never going to give us the fucking marriage.
Well, remember that line in Opera Omnia when Snow regained his memories in Act 3, Chapter whatever, I think it's Chapter 10. And,
Yeah.
And Sarah, we're married, and I was like, what, when?
Yeah, it does imply that they are already, that they remember being married in the new world. Not sure if it's a translation error or if it is actually confirmation. Hopefully it's confirmation, because it would be nice for them to just actually go, yep, they're all living happily ever after in the new world.
Sometimes it's hard to tell if Opera Omnia is canon or if it's like a very fancy fanfic.
It's in a unique position because, yeah, obviously it's not technically canon, but the lore was passed by the original writers and creative teams for each game. It's one of the reasons why the characterizations are so on point for Opera Omnia, is they do actually go back to the original teams, and that's why they don't use certain characters, because they can't actually speak to the teams all that much. But yeah, they pass the stories and the chapters and things like that past the original teams to make sure that they're consistent with the characters and their storylines. So although it is technically non-canon, you do get a nice bit of introspection and things like that in relation to the original plots.
Are you looking for someone?
Huh? Oh, yes. Yes, I am. My 6 friends.
Did you lose them somewhere in the crowd?
They just disappeared and didn't even leave a feather behind.
Leave a feather? Ah. These friends, are they pet birds?
Pets? Absolutely not. No, we were raised together. Well, you see, the truth is, I'm really a chocobo.
They have to explain
are you
Chocolina at some
yes.
point
I
somehow.
was born on a farm out in the wildlands. I was named Primrose after the flower, which is yellow, just like I was. We lived together in a cozy little hutch.
Wait a minute. Let me get this straight. You're saying that you're not human, but a chocobo with wings and yellow feathers.
That's right. Well, I mean, I was. Back on the farm in the wildlands with my 6 friends. But then one day we were supposed to move to a new home in Yusnan. We boarded the cargo train bound for Yusnan, and that's when it came. The chaos, I mean.
You got split up from your friends.
Yes! I haven't seen hide or feather of them since. And the very worst thing of all, somehow I ended up turning into a human.
So that's why you've been going to places where chocobos might gather, searching for them.
I had to do something. I just have no idea where they may have gone. We promised each other we'd always be together no matter what.
Right. Well, if what you say is true, it must be hard for you. I'm sorry.
Could you do me a favor? If you run into my 6 chocobo friends, could you tell them what happened to me?
Yeah, it'd be a real shame if people who promised to stick together didn't actually stick together, wouldn't it?
I really can't tell chocobos apart, but I'll see what I can do. Now you're sure they're not around here?
Oh, yes, I'm sure. They aren't all grown up like the chocobos here. We're still pretty young.
A hunt for 6 chocobo chicks. Hope, is there any way to pinpoint them?
No, not with these sensors. But I can search the city records in case anyone's reported lost chicks. Bingo! Here it is.
6 reports and 6 missing chocobo chicks.
He Googles
well, at least
fast
the
as
numbers
fuck.
seem to match up.
Please help me. I need you to find my 6 friends.
She really seems to think that she used to be a chocobo. The question is, do you believe her?
No, Hope, I don't.
It's absurd, I agree. Then why volunteer to help?
I feel sorry for her.
Chocolina? No.
Odin?
No?
They are 3-3 on chocobos, not actually remaining chocobos, so... Well, named chocobos, not remaining chocobos. Is the bro not here?
Not yet. I think it's next day. Which I must not forget, because there's some dialogue that you only get from Snow only the first day he appears after you defeat him.
Visitors are asked to exercise due caution.
There you
Baby
are.
bird.
This little fella is lost? You don't say. Well, if you have to take him back to his friends, it can't be helped. I'm gonna miss him, though.
You found the first chocobo chick.
You're proud, Hope?
Is she keeping it in her pocket? In
Well,
the cake
they're
or
fairly.
something?
The pockets in her flaps are fairly big.
So it's a good thing that she's not
That's one
wearing
chick
the Amazon
found.
garb then, I guess.
Ah, good. I was hoping the owner would turn up. He was a hungry stray, so I've been looking after him and feeding him. Oh, but he's all yours now.
I almost forgive Hope for the metal bikini if he's managed to put pockets in women's clothing.
Good luck.
Oh, that was bad, Meow.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, honestly, most clothes get a pass if they actually have pockets.
Yeah.
Like, why? Why don't my jeans have pockets?
Yeah, every time I buy a pair of jeans now, I put pockets in it because I'm fed up with the pockets being like, I don't know, 2 centimeters deep. Like, if I can't fit my phone or a pen in there, then they are useless.
Yes. Like, if it's easier to carry my phone in my bra than in my pants, then it's just bad.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever met anyone who doesn't get use of the dude pocket.
Okay, that wasn't that bad.
You get people go, oh my god, but it might lead to increased risk of breast cancer or something. It's like, I would rather have pockets then.
A challenge.
The hitbox of these things? Excuse me?
Oh, the things I've smuggled by using the delightful bra pockets.
Yeah, I mean, I dare anyone to go get anything out of it.
I'm not saying that the younger people watching this should try to smuggle like small plastic of booze into clubs because it's cheaper, but you certainly can.
I don't want to deal with more Cyclops, please. Thank you. He's not here. Yeah, I know he's not here, but I don't want to miss those those conversations with Snow. But I have to remind myself that those conversations are on what I call Caius's day.
If you want money for your complaint.
Yes, it's turned into a meme.
How can you not?
Okay, like yeah, there's one passage in Yusnan where Cell and Cesc lose their brains. Okay, that's just sorry.
Aha.
Was this little one waiting on you? Because he's been here a very long time. I only know because I've been sitting here for ages as well. The fool I call my boyfriend is late again.
Well,
the funny thing is when they say a long time, it could be anything but 20 minutes to 300 years.
Also, isn't her boyfriend sat on the other side of the fountain going, where's my girlfriend? I've been waiting for her.
Yeah.
Isn't that the cutest bird you've ever seen?
Aha.
Oh, does this chocobo belong to you? My parents found her, but I don't know where. Brought her home and said they were gonna grill her with salt.
Wow.
So I rescued her before they could. But if you're the real owner, then you should have her. It's only right.
I mean, at least wait until she's grown up, then you can get some decent bloody meat out of her.
Only 2 to go.
Why don't we go work with the volunteers who are trying to make...
Yeah, chocobo chick, that's like snack.
Now, where did you come from?
I found you.
Oh, so this little chick belongs to you. In case you didn't know, he's been here for a while. Well, you're safe now. Mommy's here. I bet you can't wait to go home.
Again,
That's
a
5
long
chicks.
time.
You only need 1 more.
Hope really likes to keep count of things.
Yes.
I
am incredibly surprised that Lightning did not have a comment to say on that woman calling her mummy to that chick.
Wow, seriously? You'll take the chocobo off my hands? What a relief.
She's got
I
so
found
many
it stuck
chocobo
inside
chicks in
one
her
of the
pockets
luggage
right now.
carts. I read every regulation, but there wasn't a
Living the
single
dream.
mention of chocobo chicks. But now I can report in the logbook that the lost animal was claimed by its owner. Case closed. Go on, he's all yours. That's it, number 6. You should take the chicks back to where Primrose is waiting. She should be in the Auger's quarter.
Oh, time to trigger Hope.
I was so excited.
You look really upset.
Yeah, bet you can't guess why.
Don't tell me. You were dumped.
No. I mean,
Yeah, I guess so. Pretty much. We were supposed
I mean,
to go
knowing
on
the
a
whole
date.
story, that's
It
actually
was
really
set.
insensitive of
I made us
Lightning.
a reservation at the banquet of the Lord. Do you know how hard that was to get?
Being stood up is never fun.
Yeah. Now I've got to cancel it. I can't go alone. Unless, that is, you want to go? Then it wouldn't be a total waste, would it?
Wow, how could I say no?
I know. I'm not good at talking to women. I just wanted to sit and watch the fireworks together. My girl looking gorgeous in her best dress, the colorful lights reflected in her eyes.
With a free meal, that's how at work they like get you to go to conferences and like seminars like yeah, you will need to do this and this, and it will be a 6-hour lecture, but it will be free food. And I'm like, yes,
Paid lunch or an open bar. Open bar is the other magic word.
That would never happen since I work in healthcare, but that sounds very good. But then again, I work in healthcare, which means that food sounds very good too.
Yes. Paid lunch is enough for me.
Having lunch. For a nurse, that's tempting.
Okay, let's get Hope triggered.
Yeah.
Did you just get asked out on a date? You're not really going, are you?
This is serious.
Are you sure? He might end up in the banquet of the Lord at a table for two, waiting for you to show up.
So the thing is that with that comment, Hope is playing the scene in his head. Like he's like, he might end up in a table for two, and it's calm down.
That's really his problem, not mine.
Oh.
I'm not obligated to keep him company.
True.
Yeah, but Hope was triggered.
Did you just get asked out on a date? You're not really going, are you? I can imagine him in the arc, like leaning back leaning back into his seat, and then suddenly he hears Lynette, and he's like the immediate like a resort. What? Did I hear right? Who asked Lightning on a date?
This way, ladies, and all you gentlemen.
It's even funnier than during the quest. He doesn't make any comments. I can imagine him being like. Hi Primrose, I got your feather friends.
Your friends.
I've got some good news for you. I've found all of your missing friends.
You have? And all 6 of them? They're safe and sound? Thank you. What a kind human you are. Look, can you see? My friends are saying thank you as well.
You're welcome.
When the first chaos swept us away, I didn't know what to do, so I prayed. I prayed for someone to help me, and that I wouldn't be taken away from my friends.
Don't lose them again.
Oh, I won't, I can promise you that. We're never gonna let that happen again. And now it's time for me to return to my normal form. Thank you, Savior.
Did she really just turn back into a chocobo? How did she do it? Light, do you know what happened here?
Beats me. I'm just as surprised about this as you are. Maybe the person we talked to was just an illusion, created by this little one's desire to be with her friends again.
Hope, like, bring it back to science! Science!
He's taking notes like, okay, humans turning into chocobos. Humans transforming into chocobos. That's a new meanwhile Chocolina.
The thing is, you must know about Chocolina by now.
Only Sass knows about Chocolina.
the weirdest case of grooming I have ever seen in a video game. I mean, it's kind of Jacob Twilight level weirdness.
I haven't read. Fortunately for me, the series.
Here, I could make it even more fucked up right now. Chocolina can be everywhere in space and time all at once. What if she's the one who stole the Chocobo chick to Saz in the first place?
That is so reward they're offering.
But then again, time travel and shenanigans, it was only possible after Etro broke time, so no one can ever go back before the fall.
I mean, it's Chocolina we're talking about.
Yeah.
She's the most powerful creature in the entire universe.
Yeah. No, nothing. You can't rule anything out with her.
Yeah. Oh no, I just realised with Opera Omnia shutting down, we do not have the opportunity to have Chocolina appear, and both Materia and Spiritus go, wait, I didn't summon her, did you summon her? No, I didn't summon her. Where did she come from then? That's truly sad news.
I'm not sure if I'm actually blurred that we didn't get Hope's Intersecting Wheels episode.
Yeah, that is disappointing.
They revealed his burst only for me to never have it, and it's like, at least I got to see it.
I mean, maybe they'll just crash release it because I think they're going to try and release the ending content as they close the game. So maybe they'll just throw all of the remaining stuff at us in the last few weeks.
The game is gone.
It's shutting down in February.
Huh.
Both in Japan and global, but of course global's like several months behind. So I think they're just gonna throw the ending content at global, and that's it. But who knows? They might throw some of the existing endgame Japanese content at us on the way. I don't know. They did release a schedule, but I didn't pay a massive amount of attention to it.
It would be nice if okay, fine, you don't. I would be fine. Like, okay, fine, you're not keeping, you're shutting down the game, right? But if you in your channel, since they said that they were going to upload the cutscenes and stuff to the City Opera Omnia's channel, I think I was like, okay, but you could still writing the intersecting wheels and chapters for the characters, right?
Right.
I mean, I would be fine with that.
Yeah, to be fair to them, the creation of the story content is probably the most expensive bit for them. So, but I expect that they're probably trying to focus on Ever Crisis, which is a shame because even as a huge Final Fantasy VII fan, I tried Ever Crisis for the first time the other day, and I was not impressed. It just, the feel of it is very predatory with regards to the gacha mechanics, which is not a feeling you got from Opera Omnia. Like, obviously, gacha mechanics are quite disastrous in any game, but Opera Omnia was kinder with the gacha mechanics than most other games that I've played. It was very generous and it was very fair. You could play it without spending quite easily, and the monetization, they focused a lot on cosmetics. But Ever Crisis, I can very clearly see that they are trying to get the money out of you.
Yeah, don't get me started on my current anger on anything related to Final Fantasy VII. I'm so I'm not.
I really loved the remake, and I think it's so cruel to release something on PS4 and then release part 2 on PS5 and not make it like can't play part 2 because they changed console, and I don't have a PS5.
From the looks of what they're doing with Part 2, I don't think they could have made it for PS4. It's looking insanely big. I mean, it's 2 discs on PS5.
Oh.
I don't think they could have made it for PS4 at all. I just don't think the PS4 would have handled it.
Was it really the Shadow Hunter who killed those poor girls?
Oh! I just recalled that I turned 30 in January, and I didn't know what I wished for. Maybe I want a PS5.
You really want to see the tears of an angel, don't you? Well then, let's see. The
Sounds
price
like
for
a good choice to me.
is- I'm so sorry. I know this is getting old, but I don't think I can sell them to you after all.
Look, if you can't sell me any, why don't you just tell me in the first place?
Well, let me ask you this. Why do you insist on buying them
Because
when
you're
they're
a
not what
quest,
you're after in the
babe.
first place? I know deep down, you really want something
Your
else.
soul.
You're a mind reader too?
Literally.
Don't be coy. It's just that I can read people sometimes. I can sense what they're after.
Look at
You're
you,
so-
blessed with all these hidden talents. All right, what is it that I'm really after?
No need to be snide. What you're after is gone. Never to return. You lost something that was dear to you. An irreplaceable bond of some kind.
Who the hell are you?
I'm just a kid that's always been a little bit more perceptive than others, that's all. For some reason, I can sense what people want and how they're feeling. My tears are therapeutic for them.
I don't understand how it is that your tears can help people with their problems.
Well, everyone's been alive for so long now, their hearts are old and worn. They don't know how to feel anymore. Their tears have all dried up. People have lived for so long with feelings of sorrow and despair that it's become a natural part of them now. They don't even notice it anymore. They can't cry because they've forgotten how. That's why I do it for them. When people see my tears, it helps them remember how they used to feel. I think people should be able to laugh when they're happy and cry when they're sad.
The angel's tears you sell mend people's hearts. I'll admit, that's admirable.
I believe you can't smile a genuine smile without being able to cry genuine tears. I just help them remember what it's like. But I can't heal you with my tears. That's why I don't cry for you. Sorry.
Then what about you? Do you ever cry for yourself to mend your own heart?
Huh? For me? No, I haven't done that in a long time.
At least not for centuries, I'm guessing.
I think so. Why do you ask?
Just curious. She heals people by crying for those who can't, but she can't cry for herself. Her tears have become nothing more than a tool for her trade, an item to sell. No one seems to notice that, like everyone else, her heart needs healing too.
That is directly fucking paralleling the whole memories, emotions, and shit like that thing. And also like Hope and Lightning being like, oh no, we don't feel. Yeah, because you have literally centuries of trauma, which is apparently the same as every single person on this bloody dying world.
However,
Yep. You guys aren't that different.
Here for the train?
Lucas Quest is annoying because you have to be there like for 4 days, but it's quite important.
Yeah, it's a heavy one.
I don't remember it being quite that direct.
Subtlety.
Yeah.
This stops the Wildlands. Passengers for the Dead Dunes and Luxuriant South Station, please board now. Thank you.
Yeah, when she was saying like, when other people see me emote, they remember their own emotions. It just reminded me of what we've been saying. As the more they go through the side missions, and the more they interact with people, the more Lightning and Hope both kind of start to feel again and react to the quests that they're doing.
It's the world as it once was. Nature's last stand. Wild beasts still live and die here as they always have. It's raw in nature, red in tooth and claw, and the chaos here is just as dangerous. The people who live out here are not like the city dwellers. They're different. They don't follow the teachings of the Order. And they don't want to rely on handouts either, so they strive to live off the land.
A refuge for those who refuse to be tamed. Is that it?
Light!
Panic.
The encounter is ordained. You have been led to the fountainhead whence the chaos flows. Here you will meet the servant of fate, adorned with feathers of white. The angel of Valhalla.
Stop being like this.
Light? What just happened?
I heard a voice. It said that I've been led here, and I'm supposed to meet someone. The angel of Valhalla.
What kind of voice? I didn't pick anything up on this end.
A young girl, but I don't think she's close. It was more like she was speaking from the chaos itself.
I just ran a search on this angel person, but it came up blank. Maybe you should ask the locals.
There was the ark.
Mm-hmm.
How does he research anything in the Wildlands since they don't have the computers and network and shit like they do in the other cities? How does he research anything in the in the Dead Dunes?
Science.
Yeah?
Okay.
I have a question for you. Have you ever heard of someone called the Angel of Valhalla?
You must be new to these parts. There's not a man or woman here that doesn't know the Angel.
The Angel of Valhalla isn't a person. It's a legendary chocobo, covered in feathers as white as the clouds. It's the sacred bird that only appears at the end of the world.
So it's a local legend then?
Yeah, a legend. At least that's what it used to be. But in recent times, many folk have seen the bird with their own two eyes. A lot of us are thinking maybe that story is true.
Maybe it is, but Dr. Ghazal has been after it for years, and he still doesn't have proof that the beast is the one from legend.
Dr. Ghazal? Who would that be?
The famous veterinarian, of course. A prickly character with the temper of a behemoth, but he loves his chocobos. When it comes to the Angel, he's the leading expert in all of the Wildlands.
The doctor lives up the road a bit, in the village of Canopus Farms. If you catch him in a good mood, he'll help you out. Maybe.
Well...
A white chocobo at the end of the world.
There's nothing about this in any of the official scriptures of the Order. It's a local story, a superstition.
Even if it is, someone spoke to me. The voice was real, and it mentioned the Angel of Valhalla. I want to know who it was.
If you think that's what you need to do, then go ahead. You have a lead at least.
Right, a bad-tempered chocobo vet by the name of Dr. Ghazal. They said I could find him in Canopus Farms.
So, what are you going to say, Cess?
Music, of course.
Ah!
I think the Wildlands is very interesting when it comes to music, because we've been in Yusnan, and we've been in XIII, and we're gonna go to Dead Dunes. It's a lot of, especially Yusnan and Dead Dunes, combine non-Western instruments with Western instruments. There's a lot of, and I'm sorry, I don't know the name of these non-Western instruments, but there's a lot of Middle Eastern vibes going on in wind instruments and plucked strings. But the Wildlands is almost only Western music. We have here, this is folk music combined with yeah, the strings and the usual. When we get deeper in, we're going to have more symphony-like soundtracks, like, you know, Kai's theme. You know, we're getting 1800s symphony style soundtracks again, except for one soundtrack that's very much Yule's theme, but, you know, scrambled up a little. And it's interesting that the Wildlands got this treatment, because, yeah, it's soft and symphonic and orchestral and very Western. Strange. I like the soundtracks though, but they don't have the mixed ethnicity that Yusnan and Dead Dunes have going on. Okay, I've rambled enough.
There's also something curious about, especially the towns, the villages of the Wildlands, because we have Arias village here, which in truth in Japanese it's Aries, the, you know, like the constellation, the zodiac symbol, the zodiac sign
Aries.
of Aries. Yes, it was kind of blurred in the translation, but anyways, Arias is also fine. But and this is Canopus. This is Canopus Farms. Canopus is also I know it's a bright star in, I don't recall which constellation, but if you realize that the two main villages of the Wildlands are named after stars or constellations, there's someone whose symbol more or less is the star. You know. But it makes sense considering what the Wildlands are. Anyway.
You aren't from around here, are you? I suppose you've come to seek the wisdom of our famous Dr. Gazal. I wanted to ask him about the Angel of Valhalla. I knew it. Well, first things first. You have heard of our Chocobo legend, right? You mean the one about a sacred white Chocobo that appears at the end of the world? That's the one. Some of us call that Chocobo the Angel of Salvation. Oh, how we've been praying for him to appear. The angel is a harbinger, a signal that it's over at last. That's something to pray for? Oh yes. For the people who live out here, death is a kind of salvation. An outsider like you must find it difficult to understand. 5 centuries ago, all hell broke loose and a new god took over. We became immortal, against all natural laws. See, the people out here don't like that. Even gods shouldn't be allowed to change the natural order of things.
Well, tell that
Living
to
off the land,
Retro.
growing our own food, surviving by our own wits, and dying when our time is up. That's what we want. And that's why the white Chocobo is a good thing. It means this unnatural life is going to be over at last. Right? But you're welcome to believe different. We don't push our creed on anyone. At the same time, as long as you're going to be visiting us here for a while, it's right that you know our ways.
For the people of the Wildlands, the white Chocobo is a sign. A herald of a special kind of salvation. Many in these lands worship Etro, the goddess of death.
Great.
They pray to eventually return to her side, which in their creed is the same as ceasing to exist.
We don't talk about ceasing to exist, okay, Hope? Ah! I wanted the flower. Fuck you, Annalise. So, one way of navigating the Wildlands that I learned over the years is search for landmarks.
Yeah.
If you want to learn more about the Angel of Valhalla, you should speak to Dr. Gazal of Canopus Farms. By all accounts, he's a difficult man to deal with. But no one knows more about Chocobos.
City life is easy and convenient, but I'd rather live out here.
Hello there, stranger. Welcome to Canopus Farms. My name's Garrett. Guess you could say I run things around here. What can we do for you?
I've come to talk to your vet, Dr. Ghazal.
Ah, got it. You want to know about the Angel of Valhalla, right? Well, Dr. Ghazal's your man.
Yeah, well, that's what everyone tells me.
He's been chasing that white
Wait,
chocobo for over a century now.
They're throwing
No one
new
comes close to
bodum
his
at us.
passion and expertise. It's all he cares about since his daughter died.
What is it?
Ah, damn. I shouldn't have said anything about his daughter. It's not a secret or anything, but he really hates anybody talking about it. The doctor first came out here with his daughter. They planned to learn about the legend together.
I didn't mean to unlock the tragic
A century
backstory,
ago,
but
she was killed while they were both out tracking chocobos. It was tragic. The doctor never really told the whole story of what happened. But after that, he threw himself even deeper into his research and work. Soon, it was all he cared about. But listen, promise me one thing, okay?
I won't let on that you told me. Don't worry.
Thanks. I'd appreciate it. I mean, everyone around these parts knows the story, of course, but he wouldn't like it if strangers started asking about his past. Anyway, if you're interested in seeing the legendary chocobo for yourself, Dr. Ghazal is the man you have to talk to. They say he's seen the Angel of Valhalla more than a few times. At least a chocobo that looks just like it.
Sounds like he could help.
I'd bet my hunting bow on it. Well, may nature bless you.
What do you mean?
It's just a saying we have out here in the wildlands. It means good luck.
okay.
It's better than like Etro bless you or something, because that's the death sentence.
What do you want?
I want to know more about the Angel of Valhalla.
Go away.
I heard you know things. The encounter is ordained. You have been led to the fountainhead whence the chaos flows. Does that mean anything to you?
Great Etro's helm. When did you hear those words? Who spoke them?
A young girl, but I never saw her.
A maiden's voice born on the wind. Yes, that's how I heard them too. So it would appear that she has spoken to both of us. Very well. I will share what I know. The angel is a tempestuous chocobo that lives in these plains. I myself have glimpsed the creature many times, but unfortunately have never succeeded in capturing him. It is said whoever can break him and ride him will become his master. But I've long since given up hope that it shall be me.
Well, this is I
I don't know anything about chocobos.
Don't rule yourself out, young lady. You may be the one, if you're telling the truth about the voice, that is. It's true, not everyone who hears the voice is the chosen one, but rest assured, the encounter will happen. The legends tell us that the chocobo's chosen master will be led by the chocobo to a certain place. I speak of that dread edifice whence the chaos emerges, the temple of Etro.
anything related to Etro is
The one built into the
dreadful.
cliff?
The very same. And deep below that sinister haven of destruction, an ocean of chaos roils, the great chaos of the stories.
What does that mean? Is it a different kind of chaos?
Alas, the legends give us few details. If you wish to find an answer to that question, you will have to seek the truth in the temple.
And to do that, I've got to find and tame the Angel of Valhalla.
Yes, indeed. But that, let me assure you, is no easy task. I have a couple of assistants who live here in the village. Talk to them, and they can give you advice about finding the chocobo.
An ocean of great chaos buried beneath a temple. Do you think it could be true? Does the Order know anything about it?
No, I'd say it's likely they don't. That temple appeared here from the other world, from Valhalla itself. When it still stood in Valhalla, it was responsible for sealing away a power, the one that now consumes the world. Something inside that temple is the source, the thing that created the chaos.
Okay?
500 years ago, it let loose the chaos we see now, but it seems to have been dormant since then. No one knows why.
And you think it's waiting in the temple? This great chaos. That's the source of it all?
It's certainly possible. Perhaps this legendary chocobo will take you there.
Or maybe it won't. But either way, someone's asking for me. And I think it's time I answer.
important conversations.
Excuse me, do you know anything about the Angel of Valhalla?
Do I? You're as smart as you look coming to me with that question. I'll have you know, I am the oldest, yes, that's right, the oldest surviving student of the great Dr. Ghazal himself.
Well,
first, the basics. The legendary Chocobo, the so-called Angel of Valhalla, is not a creature anyone can find just by looking for it.
Except, I'm guessing you're gonna tell me that you can.
Not quite, but I can tell you what the good doctor has told me. That angel is anything but angelic. It's a rough, wild beast. He deliberately seeks out his mortal foe, the Chocobo Eater. So you see, if you wish to find the white Chocobo of legend...
I should find a Chocobo Eater.
Precisely. I knew you were smart. Now, the last sighting of a Chocobo Eater was in the City of Ruins. The ruins lie in grim terrain that stretches yonder to the east. But the Chocobo Eater is a fearsome beast. Be prepared for a fight.
If you want to find the prey, seek out the predator. It makes sense. You should head east and find the City of Ruins.
Okay. Ah, academia. How the mighty have fallen.
A great city was once built here. For a while it was the center of all human culture. It appears the ruins here are all that remain of that time.
So was that our golden age? Well, judging by the state of them, it ended a long time ago.
The chaos that's destroying
Just rub some salt in the wounds, like.
right here in the wildlands.
And he's
The initial
speaking
flood of
in
chaos devastated
verbal
this entire
acrobatics.
So this is where it began. The beginning of the end.
I
Not
wouldn't
mentioning
say
it by name, not mentioning that he built it, not mentioning that he was the pop star of the...
he doesn't like people worshipping him. Ahem, indeed. Ahem. You're down.
Don't even try.
Okay. Let's see. Oh.
I need more time.
Okay. There's a lot of farming in the wildlands. For materials and stuff. So that's why I'm...
Yeah.
Fortunately, the Wildlands also has lots of enemies, which means free chronostasis. Until you exterminate everything.
Yeah.
You usually have to, like,
my
sleep
life.
through a couple of days in the end, right? Because you, you do quests so fast.
You want to hear something eerie? I found large white feathers scattered in a clearing up the trail there. White as clouds they were, but stained with blood. It looked as if there'd been a violent battle. I saw Chocobo Eater tracks around the area. I'd recognize them anywhere. But I don't know what kind of bird it was after. The only white bird of that size I know is the white Chocobo out of the stories. What would happen to the legend? I mean, if the angel ended up being killed? The tracks lead on into the middle of the ruins, but I'm not prepared to go in there alone.
Did you hear that? It sounds like the chocobo you're looking for is being attacked.
I'd better move fast. This will all be in vain if the chocobo is killed.
Come, stay, friend. These lands are filled with dangerous beasts. What's more, a chocobo eater rampages in the east.
If a chocobo predator's out there, there must be chocobos too.
Oh, so you were seeking the wild chocobo. Normally, I would warn city folk from such folly, but you look capable enough. But know if you find yourself in trouble, return quickly to the high road. My people are there and will help.
This soundtrack is very similar to XIII's Champion.
It is XIII's Champion.
Talked about a great chaos
why
beneath the temple of the goddess.
Champion.
What do you think?
I hope that I'm wrong about this, but I'd say that the force behind the world's destruction might be buried somewhere in that temple.
The unseen chaos. I came into contact with it just once. I still remember the feeling. It's not something that belonged in this world. It had to be stopped and destroyed. But I wasn't strong enough to stop it. The chaos came anyway, and it destroyed the world.
It came from the darkness that God cannot see. It's a distortion of the unseen realm, and there's no reason to think it won't come again.
It may be invisible to God, but it isn't to us. I'll be able to find it. If there's enough left of me to call human, that is.
And there's hope up there, like... In this case, I'm not sure if we, as our allies...
I am the holy beast.
No! No.
No, no. No, thank you. There. Oh.
It's the white chocobo. I found it.
Baby chocobo
He's
then.
injured. You have to help him.
Could be a problem.
I hate this thing.
Chocobo did some serious injury to him though.
Try to keep up.
Okay. Strategic overclock.
Look at this. Why didn't he just run away? He's torn up pretty bad.
Perhaps he had to fight to protect something.
It's all right, little one. I'll help you.
Little one, he's bigger than
Breathing
you.
heavily. We have to stop it.
She's more concerned about Chocobodin than she's been with any human she's encountered this far.
Can you blame her?
No.
He needs medical attention, and fast.
Right. I'll get the doctor. Yeah! Yep! Oh!
It's even worse than I feared. Hey, help me get him to Canopa's farms, now!
Yes,
I won't
Doctor.
let him die. Of that you have the word of Dr. Gizal. Stop moving around! Quickly!
Also, for anyone who's played Final Fantasy XVI, there is absolutely no way that Ambrosia was not based on Chocobodin.
Okay, here
Hey,
comes
Hope.
my favorite Hope Nuke.
Do you really think that was a
sorry,
chocobo?
Nuke.
Why do you ask? It might be a subspecies, but it certainly
Yeah,
looked like a
this is a
chocobo
good
to
one.
me.
Right, to me too. But the thing is, when I first saw it, I felt this weird familiarity.
You felt familiar with a chocobo? Maybe you just need a friend.
Hey, I know
Wow.
how I felt. I'll follow the dog back to Canopus Farms.
Wow.
Also, the track here is it's the Void Beyond, but the intro to episode 5 in 13.2.
It is, yeah. But it's one of, yeah.
It's the night.
Oh.
It's the night theme for the City of Ruins, Bar Academia. No.
Well, it's pretty, or it's still one of the Western ones. You can tell that Misuda hasn't touched the Wildlands all that much.
No!
Good. A challenge.
I bet during that sass, Lightning was thinking, you know what, Hope? I thought I actually had a friend, but apparently I don't.
Never fucking mind. This Misuda has done a lot of Wildlands work. Character development, I guess, for not putting weird ass Stin everywhere.
Okay. Oh, I got Steel Guard. I mean, not like that.
Steel Guard.
Steel Guard. No! That was rude. Like in front of my face.
In front of my salad.
You gotta beat all the behemoths. How on earth are you gonna get a glowing pink sword otherwise?
I don't care. This way.
Yeah, but this is the kind of music I'm talking about. It's very...
If monsters
Grieg,
stop,
very Grieg, very...
if monsters stopped
1800s
appearing, then we could hear it, the music. Oh. The night theme of the main Wildlands.
Yeah. This is kind of Tchaikovsky, like... Yeah, that's my in my document where I said just very Tchaikovsky. Thanks, past self.
Okay. Oh. I nearly forgot about.
Here we survive by growing vegetables and hunting small monsters for their meat.
This one, night theme for Canopus Farms. What's the name of the track? It's from 13, OG 13. What's the name of the fucking track?
The first melody was the same as the day theme, except it was on more folk-like flute. And now it's on, piano. Oh, and now we shift over to this. Yeah, I don't remember the name of it either, but this is 13, yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of remembering this one. Do you remember when in the Vestige, when the first time Hope lashes at Snow, and then he breaks down on the Vestige? When you remember, it's a theme that I think. I'd rather go to Pulse. I kind of recall the dialogue. One of the best Vince Martella performances in OG13. Yeah, I mean it plays in different in other moments in OG13, but that's the one I was kind of. Yeah.
I'm sorry. Dr. Ghazal's in surgery right now and can't be disturbed. You'll have to wait
Give
here.
me some fresh water. Yeah. Okay, good.
As I stood there, watching the doctor try to save the chocobo's life, I knew this was no ordinary animal.
All right. Good, that's it.
Not only because of the legend, I felt a connection, as if we'd fought together.
There, that's it.
But why? It made no sense.
All right.
But just like says his wife, you're about to get replaced by a bird.
It's all over. You can come see for yourself.
Might it be promised eternity?
Ah. That's the title.
Light, what about the chocobo? Do you want to leave without seeing how it's doing?
I mean, I was going to check.
Is he all right?
His wounds are cleaned and dressed, but he's still dying.
Can't you help?
Listen to me. He's half-starved. If he is to recover, he needs nutrients, vitamins, protein. But no matter what we do, we can't make him eat.
Is he that weak?
It's not a question of being weak. He's too proud. That's the problem. We've tried everything to coax him, but he simply won't accept any food from humans. And the fool beast just glares at us.
That pride will kill him.
Such a stubborn bird can be none other than the angel of Valhalla. The only human the angel will bow to is the one he recognizes as master. Perhaps he will obey you. Try it. Offer him this.
Light, it might be the chocobo's only hope. Try giving him that vegetable.
Eat your vegetables.
Is this all right?
Well, it looks like he recognizes you as his master. As long as we keep providing him with feed, he should recover. I say we, but of course I mean you. He will not accept help from anyone else. He has to be your responsibility and yours alone.
If I do it, will he recover?
I would bet my reputation on it. This is the bird of legend. You're
There's
destined
something
to ride him to the
kind of
fountainhead
amusing
of the
about
chaos.
Lightning
But before you can do that, the bird needs
making
to be fed.
Odin eat
So you
a
said.
vegetable.
Any hints? What kind of food should I give him?
I prescribe a balanced diet of Ghazal greens, quality sheep's milk, and nutritional
Well, I was going to say, congratulations, Lightning, you've just become a parent. So now I'm imagining Lightning going, here comes the airplane! Woo! To Odin.
Thanks to the doctor, the chocobo is out of immediate danger. But he needs more treatment before he's fully recovered.
So now I have to play nurse to a giant bird. I'm telling you, it better be worth the trouble.
Girl, don't pretend you don't care.
Steed. And not only that, if the legends are true, he'll be able to guide you to the temple of the goddess and the source of the great chaos.
We'll see. He'd better be useful. I was never one for keeping pets.
Somehow, that doesn't surprise me. So, what are you going to do next?
Hey,
The fucking
don't step
call
on the
out.
vegetables.
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
It's all right.
No harm done. I was only warning you. I've just planted a whole crop of gazelle seedlings.
Right. Chocobo's favorite food.
Yep, and our bread and butter. My name is Sarala, by the way. This is our field. My father's and mine. We've always worked it together. Nice to meet you and everything. You should feed that white chocobo of yours with some gazelle greens. Normally we have a full crop, but with father away I have no fertilizer to grow more. That's the last one, but you can have it.
Whee!
My friend, we meet again. They tell me that the white chocobo is out of danger.
Yes, he's safe for now. Thanks to you. You brought the doctor just in time.
Lucky for us both. I'm glad we could save that magnificent animal. Now here, I give you this gift.
Okay.
Is that a Red Bull for Chocobo?
Yes.
That's fucking dangerous.
Hey, how's that bird doing? Of course, I speak of the white chocobo that you're caring for. Perhaps you would like to feed him some of this fortifying milk. The truth is, one of my regulars wanted it, but I just can't stand by seeing that poor creature suffer. You take it. Visit any time.
Okay, let's see. Maybe with this is sufficient, maybe not.
You can talk to him.
You should eat.
Oh, baby
Bunch
bird.
of fuss buckets, aren't they? The villagers, I mean.
Everyone's been very kind and helpful.
Well, you have to be out here in the wildlands. No one who tries going it alone survives very long. Just remember, if someone scratches your back, they'll expect some back scratching in return. Hello. Have you taken the time to speak to the villagers?
The villagers? Oh, right. They've been waiting for the chocobo to answer their prayers. And now he's here to do that, with the Savior's help.
Answer their prayers? Where'd you hear that? Don't tell me. You've been talking to Garrett, haven't you? 'Tis true he's the founder of the village, but a more indiscreet man I've never known. The fact is, we've all got our own scars. A man who wanders the world searching for a wife who everyone knows is dead. A man who still yearns for his life in the city. Folk who suffer anguish they cannot name. Garrett's taken it on himself to look after everyone and try to solve all their problems. But if you ask me, the burden he bears is too much for one man.
He seemed cheerful enough. Was that an act?
He's the last survivor of the intrepid band that founded this village. To him, we're all part of his family, and he's devoted his life to trying to keep Canopus Farms together. It's not an easy road he's chosen, and there've been plenty of sad times. But why am I burdening you with our tales of woe? I don't want you thinking you're responsible for having to save Garrett and the rest. You've done plenty for us just by finding the white chocobo. People here are more hopeful than I've seen in many a year. I reckon you've saved a soul or two. But even if nothing has really changed, you mustn't think our woes are your responsibility.
So considering that, like, the people of the Wildlands have got a strong connection to the Academy, it shouldn't really be any surprise that Garrett sounds exactly like a certain fucking director.
Drink this.
It's a unique specimen, without a doubt. But it needs to eat what other chocobos eat. Even a legend can't live on air and admiration.
Did you try offering him food again? Is he still refusing you?
Yes, we've tried. But he kicks up a fuss loud enough to scare the sheep in Arius. It's you or nobody.
I guess I'm stuck with him. Easy now.
I mean, the bird's got
Things
taste.
have finally settled down. Have you had a chance to talk to everyone here at Canopus Farms? People here, they understand the importance of helping each other out. It's the only way to survive. As long as that chocobo keeps eating, he's bound to recover sooner or later. The problem is, he'll only accept food from your hand. He doesn't need any more surgery. And he won't accept food from me. So it looks like I've done all that I can for him. If you need any help or advice, talk to 13.
Of course, it's 13.
Yeah, basically Dr. Giselle only has 2 surviving disciples, and one is 7 and the other is 13. No, I'm going the wrong way. Fuck my life. Always miss with the direction of Jack Woods. Fuck my life! There you go.
I suppose navigating in this game is atrocious. Until you memorize it all.
I'm used to, but the Wildlands is still my... No! No! I always miss or something.
I keep like the big map up, like every second step. Because otherwise, I'll be going in the completely wrong direction every time.
No, 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 no. Okay, at least I can
feel like dying.
Okay. So... Okay, fine. I need the
no time for hesitation.
Stasis.
Try to keep up. Gotta speed up.
Nicely done.
Okay. No, 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 no. You know, if you want, yes, I can. No. It's faster.
Good. A challenge. Lights too fast.
Okay.
That kind of reminds me of that one time my brother and I were playing Tekken, and we won a fight by using the one-leg kick
no
for like 3 minutes while keeping the enemy cornered against the wall. And we got an achievement that said classic. Tekken 7 had a lot of achievements that were really sassy. Like, you got an achievement for playing ugly.
Nothing to speak of.
Okay, can I please talk to this guy? Okay,
Hey,
thank you.
excuse me. You look like you can handle a weapon. Do you want to do me a favor?
Well, that would depend.
It's no big deal. It's just... I need proof that I slayed some monster. Tall order for me, easy enough for you. I'd make it worth your while, of course. So, what do you say?
What do I get?
Chocobo feed. Special stuff. The best around. Delivered fresh from Arias Farms. Sounds good, right?
Yes.
You're in luck. Chocobo feed is exactly what I need.
Hey, that's the spirit.
I got exactly that before any
That's everything I
behemoth
asked for.
comes calling.
Now I can hold my head up proud when I return to Yad's village.
Are you gonna tell me what you need it for?
For my hunter's trial. See, I just joined the band, but I'm not officially one of the hunters. But I want to be, and fast. I've got to prove my worth by bringing back a piece of a monster. Proof of my prowess, they call it.
So, let me get this straight. You're gonna take what I collected as the proof? You just used me to cheat on the trial.
Cheating? Who said it was cheating? The rules say I can get the monster stuff by any means. That includes dealing. And there's nothing that says I can't enlist other people to help. Their trial is about who has the ability to survive, and wits are just as important as brawn. The only rule in the Wildlands is there are no rules.
Maybe that's
That
enough
is
to convince
exactly
you,
why I've
but
been
if you're
banned
not
from
cut out to
certain
be a
game
hunter,
nights.
you're just setting yourself up for trouble later.
I'm used to it. You know how many times I failed this test? 101. That's how many.
101?
I saw that look. You think I'm a loser, don't you?
No, I'm impressed, really. You did something few people can. To fail at something as often as you did, and still get back on your feet to try again, it's a rare quality. You have real perseverance, more than I have. Forget what I said earlier. I was wrong. You are strong enough. You've got the makings of a great hunter.
Now you're making me blush. I still can't shoot an arrow further than I can spit.
Maybe not, but you're going to be a hunter anyway. And
Well...
yes, maybe it will take you 101 tries, but eventually you'll succeed.
Lying
and
on
bring
your
a monster
resume
down.
usually gives you a lot
Better
of
start now.
trouble.
Yeah, if you want to make that 101 tries, you better start now.
There's this game called Munchkin, where the rulebook literally says that if it's not explicitly forbidden in the rulebook, it's allowed. And people still got mad at me for hiding cards in my sleeves and my socks.
Oh, Niblets.
I transcend humanity. And we meet again.
Flower.
I need more time. And we meet again.
Ow!
We couldn't end any other way.
Okay, let's... No. Oh, well, it's Niblets.
This will be your last battle. And we meet again.
Rude.
Fucking flowers.
You are free of the darkness.
Okay. No, no, no.
Where the fuck are we?
I am going back to Cannabis Farms to give the meal to the Chocobodin.
Everything is guaranteed fresh.
Easy there. Be careful.
There you go, baby boy.
Such a resilient animal.
Will he be all right?
Let's have a look. No. Yes, he's doing much better. Healthy enough to be ridden, I'd say. He's on the way to a complete recovery, but you'll need to keep an eye on him for a while. I must say, he truly is a splendid specimen. I've spent 100 years caring for chocobos, and I feel as if it were all preparing me for this moment. Thank you.
Every level of friendship with Chocobodin has a different soundtrack.
Now that you've nursed the chocobo back
I
yourself,
gave up.
Why not take him for a ride? You can explore the wildlands together.
Yes, but first, I've got a couple of things to attend to Yuznan. Well, in Yuznan, not to Yuznan. Bah.
Prepositions are nonsense.
Ah, I hate it. Fuck it. Okay.
Oh right, we have a date. I almost forgot.
Oh.
Oh, you need to equip it.
There's something strange about being in the dress and wearing this dress and having the bastard sword in the back.
It fits in color.
You came after all. You look absolutely beautiful. You're like an angel from heaven.
Well, calm down,
I heard
mate.
this place serves a mean steak.
Yeah, it's delicious, all right. But first,
Lightning tunnel vision.
okay?
Lightning tunnel vision is either Sarah or the steak.
Feed me. That's it.
You know, I really want to thank you for coming out with me.
How many times do I have to tell you? I'm just here for the steak.
Sure. We're just eating, right?
Move.
My girl won't get mad at me for that.
Why do you still call her my girl? I thought she dumped you.
Actually, about that, I kind of embellished things. When you saw me looking so blue, it wasn't because I was dumped. See, well, the thing is, me and my girl were engaged to be married. But then she died. It happened so suddenly. I was in shock.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
But then you came along, and I invited you out, and you said yes. And you even showed up. I mean, I didn't think you would. You don't know me from
Low
Adam.
bar, my dude.
My girl and I have been looking forward to this day for weeks and weeks. She loved the fireworks of Yusnan. She said seeing them made her forget about the end of the world. But then, all of a sudden, she was gone for good. I think she guided you here, so I could enjoy the fireworks for us both. It sounds crazy, but it could be true. Stranger things have happened.
Oh. He gave me the adornment for hope. Sorry, for Snow Seidolith, the crystal heart. Okay, I got everything. And after that,
Why don't we go work with the volunteers?
We've got some magical fireworks to give away.
ah,
The only quest Hope doesn't have a comment on.
he did have a comment.
It's too busy seething.
You recall in Cop's playthrough, like he was like, "Okay, I'm fine, but for next gift, I'm going to run out of fabric," and then
we all died.
Yes.
I've never clipped anything so fast in my life than when he said that.
It is, isn't it? You're the Knight of Light. Perhaps you could help me where others could not.
That depends on what you want me to do. So who are you?
Perhaps you have heard of me and my work. I am the man who uses forbidden alchemy to create the ensorcelled machine.
Alchemists investigate the very essence of souls and life, the original natural philosophers. Alchemy is an ancient discipline with many rules.
We've already
and
got an
laws.
alchemist trying to kill us.
And it pains me to confess, I broke one of the most sacrosanct taboos of all.
Look, if it's forgiveness you're after, why don't you talk to the priests?
I seek redemption, but no priest can provide it. Behold, the fruits of my crime, the sorcery machine that I created.
That's your doing? That thing powered by chaos?
I had a feeling you'd understand. You could see its essence, can't you? Please, help me. Help us all. You have to destroy that thing. Already, countless brave warriors have lost their lives at its hands.
Amateurs.
The killings are not gonna end until someone stops that thing. And it looks like that someone has to be
as
me.
usual.
Thank you. You're my last
Yeah.
hope. Although I built it for something, I am powerless to stop it. It's grown far stronger than I ever imagined it would. With each victory, it consumes the soul of its victim, and thus it grows more powerful.
Okay.
Bloodsport fans, let me hear you! Our ultimate challenger is taking on the ultimate foe. The scourge of the slaughterhouse has defeated every other foe. Give it up for the indomitable Knight of Light! Lightning, it's your time!
Okay.
I am the Holy Beast.
Ow! That's rude and I hate you.
Not rush. Stand still.
Ow.
The end is close.
There you go.
There we go.
Oh, how can I ever thank you enough? The machine has been defeated, and at last his soul can rest in peace. You have saved him.
You talk about that machine as if it was a living thing. Do you think machines have souls?
No, of course not. But that one, it was special. It was not like any other machine in the world. The truth is, my brother's soul was inside it.
Your brother?
It was my doing. Alchemy was the key. It was forbidden magic. I knew that, but I yearned to try it. I took the soul of my living brother and placed it inside the machine.
You know what? That's fucked
madness.
up.
Why
Edward Elric.
like that?
When people stopped dying of old age, I lost sense of the true value of life. When I carried out that experiment, it wasn't just my brother who died. Now that my brother's soul has been released at last, there's only one thing left for me. I must pay the ultimate price.
You want to believe that dying will absolve you, but you know that's not true. It's the coward's way out, that's all. If you really care about redemption, then you have no choice but to keep on living. You have to regret what you did for the rest of your life, until the end comes.
Which is a few days away,
If I
but...
live for eternity, suffering the guilt of my crime, will I find forgiveness in the end? Will the guilt ever be lifted?
Depends if you're Protestant or Catholic.
But either way, you owe it to yourself and the men who died, whether or not it brings forgiveness.
Okay, next stop. Okay, I have 4.
The charges against the Savior were lifted.
This quarter is a mess. Everything needs to be
The Savior defeats God?
The flambulances are still here.
They're chill now.
Short on you?
I came off mute just in time.
Seems like something's troubling you.
Are you like a mind reader or something? Are you a witch? How could you tell? How could you tell?
Meowth has played this game very many times.
You mean I said all of that out loud?
How can you tell?
With my problems, I usually bottle it up. I guess it slipped out.
Why don't you try sharing?
I tried to talk to him before the render was there.
Well, as long as you keep it a secret. You're friends with the Baton Girl, right? I'm talking about the divine Candace, of course. The thing is, I've been a huge fan of hers since way before she became as popular as she is now.
Watching her twirl that baton with a big smile on her face fills my heart with cheer. The simple fact is, I adore her. I'm totally smitten, and I've decided to confess my love any day now.
So, why not today?
Because she might turn me down. Or even worse, think I'm a creep. Then I couldn't sit here and watch her anymore. That would be awful. I've got to do something.
Yeah, that's not creepy at all, my dude.
Living like this. So I've come up with a plan. I'm going to give her a present. That's what guys do, right? Give presents to the girl they like? She's obviously into fashion, so I'm going to give her an adornment. You know, something trendy she'd like.
Sounds like a good plan. What are you waiting for? Go get her the present.
I want to. But the adornment I want is so popular that you have to be at the shop right when it opens so you can nab one before they sell out. But I always have to work then, and I can't afford to take time off. If only I could get that present. I would totally go up to her.
This fucking side quest.
That's what guys do, right?
Give presents to the girl I love.
For you.
You will? Thanks. If you did, I could talk to Candace. Here's the flyer from the shop. It has all the details you need.
Gift.
Oh, and don't forget to get it wrapped. The ribbon and everything.
Light, you're being unusually kind to these two.
Are you saying I'm usually not kind to people? I'm not sure what it is. There's just something about them that makes me want them to get together.
In that case,
shipping.
the right present should do the trick, I'd say. And I don't think he'll act without one.
Listen to you. All of a sudden, you're an expert on love. I haven't seen this side of you before, Hope.
I must know these things for a reason. Perhaps more memories that God has suppressed.
Dodging the bullet.
Anyway, back to your quest. It looks like the adornment Teresa wants is sold by
Anyway. Oh no, anyway.
It sells out fast, so you should aim to be there right when the shop opens. Got it?
He's so good at dodging bullets.
Yeah, I haven't seen this side of you, Hope, in the entirety of your 1,000-year existence. Maybe because someone was missing for most of that 1,000 year of existence. Says the woman he is currently giving gifts to.
Believing in someone enough to let them take care of things for you, that's something I've never been able to do. Fuck's sake.
Light.
Yeah.
They are so stupid.
Yes.
Yeah.
So they are shipping a couple by proxy. Baby.
Okay, fine by me.
Better be careful.
Free chronostasis!
Time to mix it up.
Which way I'm going and why it's the wrong way.
I'm telling you, I kept that map up, like, constantly.
City of Ruins, that's Canopus Farms. I have to go through...
Follow the moon!
Mm-hmm.
Why does it have rings?
Stop it!
But if there's a light, it's so you put a ring on it.
jail.
It's Jesus jail. Okay.
For reals, where the fuck are we going?
To the Jaguars.
Is it yeet time yet?
Huh?
Is it yeeting time yet?
Kind of. I want to go first to Yak Village. I need chronostasis because if I get, because the music there stops at
I am the
at
holy beast.
12 p.m. 12 a.m. 0 a.m. Midnight, yeah.
I don't know about you guys, but in Sweden we used what the Americans call military times. So the AM, PM, it's a little, yeah.
Yeah, 0000 is a lot easier.
Midnight.
Yeah.
There's a village in the center of the woods, home to a band of hunters. For them, this is prime hunting ground. It's all too easy to become lost.
Ah, you wanted eclipse.
Vines grow rapidly.
Of course you wanted eclipse. But it does fit wildlands. It is Western instruments doing a Western thing with the Final Fantasy prelude while they're at it.
So the reason I'm kind of hunting after music is because outside of the main wildlands, all the themes, or at least are real.
They are
big numbers.
for.
Yeah, they're from either Final Fantasy 13 OG or 13.2, and they're mostly by far related to Hope. Like the Eclipse is like the first time we meet Hope in 13.2.
Yep.
If we were to come during the morning, this is the Dawood's.
In the morning, you get a song that's very both Strauss and Grieg's morning mood.
No, I meant that happens in the main wildlands, not in the Jaguars. In the Jaguars, the morning theme is the Capra Whitewood.
Oh, neat.
Like for example, in I Love the Clips, so one of my favorite tracks in the whole trilogy. Like in Aria's Village, during the morning, the theme that plays is the March of the Dreadnoughts, and and then there's a research camp in which the theme that plays is, in the morning it's the theme of the Academy, and in the night it's Hope's theme for 13.2. The one that plays at night in Jack's Village is a familiar one.
The fact that March of the Dreadnoughts plays in Aria's Village during the days.
Hope's actual theme.
Yeah, the thing that
we lost that one.
The fact that March of the Dreadnoughts plays is like the biggest sign, I think, that it's completely deliberate, because March of the Dreadnoughts in no way matches a village theme. Like,
yep.
You wouldn't use it under any circumstance for a village, especially where there's just sheep hanging around, unless you were deliberately trying to relate it to Hope.
Yeah, but this also is a leitmotif. It's an actual leitmotif, and it's not a rearrangement or anything. It's just straight out the original leitmotif.
I love this theme.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I've fucked it up in so many different ways.
I heard what you did. How you helped our hunter hopeful pass his trial.
I didn't know it was for a trial. If I had, I would have refused him.
It matters not. His wits and guile have made him a hunter true, and that's a fact. Here in the wildlands, our human laws pale to nothing in the face of nature's grim, unyielding certainties.
He has grit and perseverance. Those are useful qualities in a hunter.
Qualities you do not lack. I've heard about your exploits against the monsters out here. I am proud of my fighting skills, but it's a misplaced pride when they are set against yours. A warrior like you could serve as an inspiration to many of us. Tell me, will you help out our young hunters and be a model for them?
A model?
Yes, that's right, a role model, I mean. The new recruits are eager, but still wet behind the ears. They don't know what it takes to defeat a truly powerful monster. You can show them and give them something to strive for.
Why not?
I knew you would agree. How about a little warm-up first? Easy pickings for the likes of you.
Sure. Let's do it.
Impressive. Perhaps for you the challenge was insufficient. Think of it as preparation. The next challenge will be a true test of your abilities. Your prey shall be the Protoflorian. An innocuous name perhaps, but this is one flower whose petals deliver deadly blows. The creature holds court in Rocky Crag, where many a fellow hunter have fallen victim to its might. None of us have yet managed to slay it. I fear that it will be too much for you alone. Heed my words, for my warning is not given lightly. You risk your life facing this beast.
I'll survive. A giant Protoflorian. It must be one of the ancient weapons that ran amok long ago. Somehow it survived until now. Of course, I've fought it before. We knew it as the Aster Protoflorian. It was one of the toughest battles Hope and I fought.
Interesting that Hope's theme playing in the background was sending you to Protoflorian.
I remember when Cobb first got to Jack Village and hearing Hope's theme, he immediately understood what the theme meant. Like this is all the basically Academia's grounds. So they, even though the people has forgotten Hope in a sense. Well, in a sense.
Don't they all?
His presence still
if this is what you
survives here. I mean, it's not like for clarification. It's not as no.
It's not that Hope's been completely forgotten, like, from existence, but he's no longer relevant as the person. He's more just like, oh, well, once upon a time, director Hope Estine.
Story.
Yeah. He was like, yeah, he was just the leader of humanity. So it's not like he's been erased from people's memories and existence. He's just been forgotten as a person. He's just that dude.
Like, he stopped being a person and started being worshipped instead.
Yeah. That there's very few
They're not
people
even
who-
doing that anymore. They pick the easiest goddess instead.
Yeah, which is just rude.
Yeah.
Well,
very...
I remember. This is kind of amusing because Cobb immediately. I raised the same question, like, yeah, and they worship better now, and Cobb kind of immediately reasoned, well, it also makes sense because he was in love with his warrior, and I recall myself being a bit taken aback, like it's not wrong, but usually these sort of statements are met with not, you know what I mean, right?
Yep.
Usually, Muggles, yeah. Usually those who... How should I put it?
It's not normally a comment that comes from a newbie and an outsider to the game.
Not just that.
People usually forget hope.
Nah. Fuck.
Come and get it.
It's more like... It's more like... even though it's a fact, the usual discourse against hope and lightning makes some of us who have experienced certain harsh times in the fandom be still very, and we shouldn't because that's a fact, but we're still, some of us, very careful wording what it's a proven fact. And, well, Cobb coming out of nowhere and saying it like it is, I was like, it took me like a good 20 seconds to go like, yes. I still remember it. But to be fair,
it's always nice to see media literacy actually existing.
Because Cobb was not exposed to the hatred and rejection and denial of the fandom, which I still, by the way, I still have no idea why the fandom is so opposed to a canon fact, but okay.
And we also weren't actually giving him any of the spoilers for the future, so it was completely his reading of the media.
Neutral
it was unbiased
reading, yeah.
Yeah.
Are you busy?
Very busy. Kupo. Kupo, kupo. Kupo, kupo.
I think I'm gonna have to live calling for 5 minutes or so. Are we going to... Am I gonna miss something important?
About to miss the introduction of one of the best characters.
I think I can survive without the Muggles.
Hey, easy there.
I do think that the Muggles in 13 are so much cuter than the Muggles in some of the other series. They got the design like peak.
Onto a small village, the last home of the Muggles. I was just in time. Their peaceful lives were about to be shattered by a terrible menace. You mean them?
Yes, Kupo. Terrible beasts they are. They must punch us poor Muggles, Kupo. Ow, ow.
And now they know where you live.
I think you're safe anyway, Cec, because I think we've got to kick some ass before we meet the best characters.
Do you understand now, Kupo? This danger has been threatening this world since it was first created.
But the Savior is coming at last, Kupo! This is surely a sign from time itself. The fates are aligning, Kupo!
You said the Savior. How did you know who I am?
Our chief knows all, Kupo, including what the Savior looks like.
How do the Muggles have cats?
And exactly what battle she has fought to make it this far. Exactly, Kupo. He knew the very moment that you descended into the realm of the living, Kupo.
How would a Moogle know what I look like?
Oh, Miss Savior, Kupo! What will happen to our village, Kupo?
Nothing, I guess. Not after I get rid of your monster problem for you.
Well, that's a surprise. I didn't expect we'd come across an entire village of Muggles.
Do you remember Mog? Seeing all these guys reminds me of him. He helped my sister.
Of course I remember. He was always Sarah's faithful companion.
Yeah, I sent him to her. I'd hoped he would bring her
And
good
then
luck.
he lost him.
He looked after her the best he could. He was by her side, right up to the end, until the chaos burst into the world in front of our eyes.
I owe him a great debt then. The least I can do is
And then
look after
Hope
his
lost
fellow
him.
mortals and keep them safe.
Leaving that fact out, aren't you, Hope? It's like, oh, what a shame. I wonder what happened to him. Hope, you lost him. He was literally in your hands.
I hate these things.
I'll release your soul. Savior's got a job.
Self-healing monsters are rude.
Where the fuck did all of this came from? Fucking hell. Okay, I'm missing one.
I am the holy beast.
Screw you.
Light, you did it! You got rid of the monsters that were terrorizing the Moogles. That ought to be a weight off their minds. You should let them know right away.
Okay.
What's all the noise for, Kupo? Some of us enjoy little peace. It's the sheep, Kupo! The Grand Poobah, Kupo! Where have you been, Kupo?
Mog!
You can't really be. You're still alive? Mog, it really is you, isn't it?
Kupo, Kupo! Lightning! What?
Hey, come back!
Mog! We love you!
Mog, it is you, isn't it?
Who's Mog, Kupo?
What are you playing at? Is it that terrible having to see me again?
No, Kupo, I swear!
Then turn around.
Mog. Mog does not deserve to look like me in the eye, Kupo. Because Mog couldn't protect Sarah, Kupo. And so...
Mog,
Kupo?
I'm glad you're all right. I was worried about you. I know what you're feeling. You've shed a lot of tears for Sarah.
Blame and self-punishment. Welcome to the family, Mog.
But blaming yourself for what happened is just gonna make her sad. You know that.
Sarah's gone, Kupo. Gone forever.
Her soul is still out there. And I promise you, I'm going to bring her back.
Really, Kupo?
Really. So listen, I need a very important favor from you.
Kupo, Popo?
There's a chance that I won't be around to meet her when she returns. I'm gonna try not to let that happen. But if it does, I want you to be there instead. She'll need someone she knows and loves waiting for her.
F
Mog. Don't give up. Things are going to get better.
Mog.
Mog.
So tell me, what have you been doing with yourself these last 500 years? Have you been in the village this whole time?
Oh no, Kupo. I was swept up in the chaos, Kupo. I was carried hither and thither until I found myself in the void beyond. I wandered there, and one by one I met my friends, Kupo. Our world was a terrible mess, and we didn't know where to go, Kupo.
Right. When the chaos flooded in, you Moogles lost your homes, just like so much of humankind.
That's right, Kupo. We were so blue, we didn't know what to do. We roamed around for a spell, over the desert and dale, until one day we found this forest. That's when I said to my friends, let's build a new home here. And that's what we did. All the Moogles together, Kupo.
Building a new home to replace the one that was lost. That reminds me of something from a long time ago.
Kupo! Kupo! Of course, Kupo! Sarah told me all about what they did, Kupo. Sarah and Snow and their friends, they lost their home once too, Kupo. It was before we met. But they found a new place. And together, they built a home even better than the old one. They were my inspiration, Kupo. And I told all my Moogle brothers. Then, before I knew it, I became the chief of the whole Moogle village, Kupo.
I'm not surprised. You've had a lot of adventures and fought bravely in many battles. Of course they'd turn to you. You're a natural-born leader.
Lightning! You mustn't say that, Kupo. If you keep praising me so much, my bubble might burst, Kupo. I've been looking forward to seeing Sarah for ever so long, and all of her friends too, Kupo.
Right. Don't worry about that. I'll find her, and everyone else too.
I know you will. My motto is think positive, Kupo, but without the Kupo bit. I know we'll meet Sarah soon, Kupo.
That's a fine motto to live by, Mog. Do me a favor, and don't change. This world needs more optimists.
Oh! Lightning! Lightning! Is that the angel of Valhalla, Kupo?
That's right. Thought I'd introduce you.
What an honor! Nice to meet you, Kupo! Kupo? I think I know this chocobo, Kupo. It's just like we've met before, Kupo.
Well, 500 years is a long time. Maybe you did once and forgot about it.
No, Kupo. I remember seeing a white chocobo, Kupo. We've never met, but we know each other. It was when I was lost in Valhalla, Kupo.
Valhalla. The other world. That's where you and I met for the first time.
Kupo? That was a scary place. It really was, Kupo. I kept fighting scary monsters over and over, and I lost every battle. I remember being close to this big bird, Kupo, but I didn't fight with a white chocobo, I'm sure. So why do I think I know him?
There is something between you two. Perhaps you did meet, but in the other world he appeared in a different guise. He is called the Angel of Valhalla. It's not impossible.
Mog's dialogue changes with each phase Chocobodin is. So.
Mog is like, I vaguely recall this bird kicking my ass at some point.
3 of my brothers are missing, Kupo. I fear they've gone astray in the woods.
When did they disappear?
10 days ago, Kupo. Can you help? Will you find our lost friends, Kupo?
Still Moogles, huh?
Yeah. We've just had the touching reunion with
10
Mog.
days? Shouldn't you have started searching for them already? Where did they go missing?
I don't know.
It's now time to yeet them.
They are not brave. I didn't think they would venture out of the forest, Kupo.
Well, I suppose that narrows it down. But how can a Moogle get lost in the first place? You can all fly, right? Just take to the air, and you can find the trail from above.
You're exactly right. That's a great idea, Kupo. Why didn't any of us think of that before? We always flutter close to the ground, Kupo. To soar in the sky, I scarce imagine it.
Really?
Because you're all adorable, but you're all dumb as shit.
You can fly that high, right?
Of course, Kupo.
They're cute until they start speaking.
Never mind. Anyway, I'll look for your friends.
You will? Oh, thank you, Kupo. You should search at night, Kupo. In the day, they will be hidden away, Kupo.
All right, got it. Find them before sunrise.
Oh. I have a knack for getting lost and going back on my tracks.
I don't know how. I mean, the Jagged Woods are just so simple and linear. They don't go back on themselves at all. There's no way you could get lost.
What's the sarcasm, I assume?
Oh, that was very much sarcasm, because the Jagged Woods are a fucking nightmare. Corridor game my ass. I think this is the punishment.
Anywhere. It's a skill.
I think the Jagged Woods were like them very deliberately going, oh, you don't like linearity, do you? You don't like the idea of going from A to B, do you? Well, let's see what we can do about that.
Found you. You're one of the lost Moogles, aren't you?
It's true. I want to go home, but I don't know the way, Kupo.
If you flew up above the treetops, you'd be able to find your village easily enough.
Above the treetops, Kupo? What a splendiferous plan, Kupo. Except I'm afraid of heights, Kupo.
It's all
You're
right.
afraid? Don't worry, we'll give you a reason to be afraid.
Yeet. Found, but were they received? Who knows?
But my favorite part is this.
Nice one, Lightning. You threw that Moogle much further than Sarah ever did.
Did I overdo it?
He's fine. I made a quick calculation based on his speed and trajectory. He should land in the center of the village.
Hope never change.
Get to a girl who makes you do maths.
It's like how is that you're so much of a nerd that you had to quick calculate the speed and trajectory of the Moogle? Oh fuck.
I do like how she yeets it and then she's like, did I overdo it? And she actually sounds genuinely, oh shit.
But Hope's comment is just the nice one lining. You threw that Moogle much further than Sarah ever did.
I also like the fact that implies that he's watched Sarah throw Mog around quite a bit.
So, on another note, take that, people who say that Hope is a fake one and or that he doesn't have his memories.
And whilst we're on the subject of Mog, the last person who had the knife was Sarah. The last person who had all of Sarah's stuff was Mog. So Mog probably has the knife right now.
Leave it to me. I'll get you home.
Because there's got to be a way that Lightning gets at the end of the game. And the last person she sees at the end of the game before going to see Benevelza is Mog. So the only way for the knife to get from 13-2 to lightning at the end of Lightning Returns is through Mog.
There's one of those things that I really wish it was shown in game. That how exactly did Lightning get the knife? It makes sense what you're saying, but that between that and the first encounter, the reunion between those two, Lightning and Hope, up in the Ark, it's like because we're thrown into the raid into Snow's Palace, but we don't get to see the first interaction between those two. I wonder if that was something like, you know, I can imagine the writers. I can imagine Daisuke Watanabe being like, how do I write this without throwing all the subtlety out of the window? Not that he was much subtle, you know.
I think that their reunion would have probably dropped way too many hints about the plot, because I can imagine it wouldn't have actually been too intense because there's a shit ton going on both sides. But there would have still been enough probably dropped that there'd have been hints as to the things that were going on. It wouldn't have been easy to keep the mystery to the players, I think, if they'd shown the meeting.
Faster than you think.
F.
Just yeeted.
Oh, there he is.
Yeet the stupid little thing.
No, but really, it's something that it's not that bothers me so much, because we have that flashback when Hope is explaining the Savior's role and all that, which is before Lightning descends to confront Snow.
Yeah.
But still, there's something. It's always that unseen thing that it's. If you think about it, we're left without seeing the reunion, and both reunions. If you think about that, like at first, in the beginning, in like as in the story, and then in the epilogue, and it's like
it would have been a great character moment, but from a narrative point of view, it wasn't necessary. So it's kind of easy to understand why they've skipped it out. And it's the same with quite a few of the events throughout this game, actually, because there's quite a few things that would have been nice of them to focus on, but this is such a fast-paced game, deliberately in the design of it, that, so like it'd been nice for all of the gang to have like gotten some more emotional moments with Lightning when they like met her. But of course the game just carries on. Like you don't get that stop and have a scene, and like after even like say Lightning and Snow, they have their moment after the fight, and they have a few conversations after. But it would have been fantastic for them to have a scene where they talked about, you know, the things that Snow went through, you know, even talking about, you know, the fact that Hope's been missing and Light's now speaking to him, things like that. And I don't think Noel really talks about, you know, Sarah all that much, when obviously Sarah's also a massive amount of his regret. Yeah, so there's some really nice emotional moments that they could have had in the game, but because the game's just so fast-paced, it's like on to the next mission, which is just the game design, really. But yeah, it would have been nice to have seen some of these moments.
They did decide to make it side quests, the game, and tell the story through, like, nobody's NPCs, and make us, the players, draw the conclusions. It's a very specific style, and they had to stick to it.
It's something very difficult to achieve, and I think they did a marvelous job. But for example, we never get to be explained Hope's Seikaku. We only he like not even in his farewell scene, he only gives some hints about that he was that he was doing something himself, but he never tells Lightning that it's all part of his plan, because there's a part of his plan that requires Lightning to not know that's
Did you find the honey?
Hope's plan.
I remember it all now, Kubo. That is...
What happened?
A terrible monster appeared out of the trees, and I fled back to my village, Kubo. The fright it gave me made me forget my friends. It was my fault they were lost, Kubo.
Well, it sure was.
Almighty Savior, I'm so sorry, Kubo, for all the trouble I've caused. I suppose I must be punished, Kubo. Or maybe I've been punished enough already, Kubo.
Just apologize to your 3 friends here, and then make sure it doesn't happen again. If any more of your brothers go missing, you're gonna have to find them. From high up in the sky where I throw you. Got it?
Please, not the sky, Kubo. Have mercy, Kubo. I'll not let my brothers go astray again, Kubo. I'll watch them with eagle eyes, Kubo.
Lightning throws them so hard she installs a genetic fear of heights into all of the muggles.
Okay. I think we're going to end the stream when we get to the Ark, because I have to attend a class. So
no problem.
It's no cockroaches.
Gives you plenty of time to go through platforming central when you get to Caius.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun.
You're going to be.
We get some De Amortis.
How about you take a shot for every platform I fail?
I'm not doing shots in the game with you anymore.
And I'm afraid I actually metabolize alcohol too quickly, so you would just get sugar high, Selenity. I don't actually drink anymore because of that fact. Like, I don't get drunk, I just get sugar high. So...
I'm a lightweight. As in, I get happy tipsy after like 2 glasses of wine, and then I stay happy tipsy for another 4 or 5, and then I collapse. So I'm a happy drunk all the way through, so there's that.
Well, and then there's me, who has never tasted a drop of alcohol.
My parents taught me how to drink. They were of the opinion that children should learn how to drink with their parents, so that by the time they can actually drink on their own, they actually know their own limits. So they would buy us like drinks when we went to family parties or things like that, and basically let us drink with them. So like, they would buy me like vodka and Red Bull, or vodka and lemonade, or vodka and orange juice and things like that.
My parents were like,
14.
no alcohol is allowed until you're 18. So I was obviously being a sneaky bitch from the age of 16.
No, they were buying us alcohol at 14.
Every Christmas, my parents still to this day ask me, "Are you sure you don't want to drink?" No.
To recalibrate the time distortion.
Yeah, no, I was. They would let us drink when we were like 14, like when we were with them. So by the time we actually reached 18, we knew what alcohols we liked, we knew our limits and things like that. But one of the things they learned very quickly about me was literally that I just did not get drunk no matter what I drank. But yeah, I metabolize it very, very quickly, and then I just get a sugar high. So I've never gotten a hangover, I've never gotten drunk, but instead I just get sleepless because I just end up on a massive sugar high. So I end up not sleeping at all. So I actually stopped drinking when I was like 21 because I just found it so boring.
I had my wild years, and you know, if you had been there, you would have gotten drunk. I'm 100% sure of that, because that's moonshine.
I mean, I did do all-day pub crawls with because there's some events in my town where it was very, very focused on
we do that too.
pubs.
It's a student city.
Yeah, my town had, because there's like massive events that go on. There's like an literal all day pub crawl that everyone used to take part in, related to the event, and it's like 36 pubs included. And you had to
should
drink.
go to Sweden during Valborg. That's like
have to have
a
at least
7-day.
one drink.
In student cities, that's a 7-day event. It's supposed to be a 1-day event, but we've invented, like, imagine like Valborg's Eve, Valborg, post Valborg, you know.
This thing. This thing, I think it's. You can read it.
Chocolate represents. The coins from a casino. Wonder which casino.
That relationship is so fucked up.
From her beloved.
Just to make it sure, like we're not coming up with anything. This is in-game stuff.
Yes, Saz has fucked the bird.
And this is Academia's.
Oh, really?
You do know that it's almost time, don't you?
Fuck you. Fuck the clocker, it's not hope. Fucking hell. Oh, I guess I can use this now.
It's kind of nice how we managed to keep these streams like one in-game day long. Every time.
Yeah, we kind of have, yeah.
Try to keep up. Definition of spam, this.
You would get the classy award.
Okay.
Even the stars die eventually.
So yeah, this is the Academy HQ. Academy HQ's remains. Sad.
With the very, very familiar ceiling window.
Mm.
Roof light, that's the English word.
Yeah.
You look just like the savior I saw in the play.
Heh. Hope time.
Mm-hmm. Up we go.
His explanation of her having to return to stabilize the hour that was lost. Total bullshit. We all agree on that, right? That he just invented that rule to make her come back. Because it's nonsense.
Sarah, are you there? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I've been waiting for such a long time just to see you. But I'm coming home now. It's been a long journey, and it's almost
Never
over.
trust Sarah when she wears that.
I've got so many things I want to tell you.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, Lightning, you're just like I remember. We haven't seen each other for so long, but you won't let on that you're glad.
You're my sister. You know me better than that. Like you always tell me, I don't wear my heart on my sleeve.
Yeah. The number of times Snow and I tried to get you to crack a smile, but we never could. Except for that one time. You've always been like that. Even when we were kids.
You mean that one time when time was erased?
But Light, when you've
you've done your mission and I come back, promise me that you'll smile for me then, okay?
Sarah was right. Ever since I could remember, even as a child, I always kept my feelings deep inside. But this time, it wasn't a mask, and I wasn't hiding my joy. When I saw Sarah, I didn't feel anything at all. It's like whatever love I'd had for her was gone from my heart.
But instead she senses Sarah's presence in Lumina's presence. Why? Why indeed?
Come on, Yggdrasil. Make an effort.
Also, like, if you kept your feelings deep inside when you were a child, why is Lumina such a
Why Lumina?
drama queen?
Why did her mother call her her spoiled little
Good to see you again.
That's that? Okay.
Only one gift? Come on, Hope. I thought we agreed that it was how you treated ladies. Or what did he say?
He's still pissed off about date with Lynette.
So Mog was alive after all, and he's been living together with the other Moogles. I'm really happy for him.
Oh, this. This one is so great.
That wasn't very nice, now was it? What you did to poor Mog? It looked like it hurt.
I couldn't help it. I just reacted out of instinct. I don't go in for people hugging me or Moogles, even if I'm glad to see them.
I think you actually enjoyed the hug. You just lashed out to cover your embarrassment. Am I right?
Hope, you better drop it. You're treading on dangerous ground now.
They're so, yeah.
Like, you literally hugged Hope.
Like, it's like...
He didn't even hug you, you hugged him.
You know, there's that article in the Ultimania for OG13 that says, specifically in that moment, that says that Lightning has never been one for hugs. That she receives hugs from Sarah. If you recall the ending, it's Sarah who goes to hug Lightning.
Yeah.
But it said, the article, the entry said that Lightning has never started a hug herself. But in that moment, as paraphrasing what the Ultimania says, in that moment, feeling a wave of relief upon seeing Hope safe, Lightning is overwhelmed by her emotions, and she, how was it? Like, she embraced Hope with her entire being. Yeah, not very subtle.
Well, it wasn't romantic back then.
No,
but they were partners.
Context.
The strong partnership,
Yeah.
the strong emotions between them.
Context for later, so to speak.
Yeah.
But yeah, and well, you say it's not romantic. I will argue it's not romantic for Lightning. For Hope,
yeah, Hope was a teenage boy. Hope was a teenage boy with like the most beautiful woman he's ever met. Like, yeah, it wouldn't have taken a lot. Light, on the other hand, she's got like 1,000 more years to go.
Yeah.
But the Bond, we like the Bond.
Yeah. But I mean, in Reminiscence, he pretty much admits that he was down bad from the Gapra Whitewood onwards. So there's.
I mean, you can blame him.
No, I mean it's perfectly normal. Like, he is a teenager. So.
Yeah. It wouldn't have taken much. Like I said, Hope met Lightning. His brain went, yep, that's literally the perfect woman. I'm never ever going to use any of these brain cells to judge attraction or romance or anything ever again, because I am decided now I'm going to use all of my brain power to get like 14 degrees. Thanks.
I mean, get a
One of them being lightning.
One of them being lightning. I mean, get a man who builds a planet for you, you know? I would like to give you the moon, and Hope is like, nah, I can make the moon itself. Give it to you.
Literal, look, hung the moon and the stars.
and then there's this, and it never ceases to amaze me, this conversation, because it's one of the most teasing ones that Hope.
They're so casual with each other. She's just dangerous ground.
Yeah, and it's not like it's over the they do tease each other quite a lot, but normally it's over the headsets. This is them right in front of each other, teasing each other as well, which is quite fun.
Yes, I mean, but Lightning kind of asked for it, because she was like, I don't like hugs, and she goes and says that to the only person she's initiated a hug with, and it's like, you asked for it, Lightning. You left that hanging for Hope to make fun of you.
I also like that Hope is like, that wasn't very nice to poor Mog, was it? And then like literally like an hour ago he was going, I calculated the trajectory of the Mogs, they're cool.
There's this thing about Hope's render in Line Returns, the one I have in my background for my laptop, that he's leaning into the console with a smile in his face. I mean, I say he's leaning into the console because if you look at the pose, he's leaning into a surface, and he looks like he's talking with someone, and to be fair, the only someone he can be possibly talking to.
Yeah, he's not chit-chatting with Elsa with a smile on his face. That's for sure.
Yeah. So and people say he's he's not emotionless. He's definitely not emotionless in a sense. I mean, he's not emotionless when he's talking to Lightning, because Lightning is his proxy to with the surface, like with everything.
He's experiencing the world and humanity through her.
Yeah. But one thing TV Troops got right, which is a novelty sometimes, to be fair, is that Hope really only expresses emotions around Lightning, and he expresses emotions with some others of the crew, mainly Snow. But it's true that around Lightning he's the most emotional, even though he tries to not to be.
Yeah.
Because Keikaku.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyways, that should be it for the day, because I have to call it. This time it's me who has to call it a day. But we've gone through almost 3 hours, not entirely yet, but yeah. So next stream, which day?
Sunday at the earliest.
Sunday. I'm free on Sunday.
Yeah, I'm free as well. I'm off all this weekend, so yeah, I'm free on Sunday.
Okay, then we agree on Sunday. Sunday 3rd. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, 3rd of December, Sunday. Yeah. Then same time, earlier.
I can do any time.
Okay, then maybe earlier, and we can
Maybe earlier.
cover Caius, Yule probably.
I might
And the
be a
platforming.
little hungover, but it should be fine.
Well, there's this saying that when geniuses are high or on anything, they're more brilliant.
No, it's not this genius. This genius accomplishes weird things.
Well, they also do say that the only cure for a hangover is more alcohol, so perhaps we ought to break the drinking game back up.
Never again. Never again.
Anyways,
Sunday.
Sunday, and it's a shame that you won't join the drinking game for every time I fall from a platform. But yeah,
With water. I need water, so that's yes, water.
water and water and water and water. Anyways,
I can do it with coffee, but that wouldn't be much different from my usual way, so.
okay, then we'll see each other on Sunday.
Yep.
Maybe we can clear Caius, and maybe we can go into the Dead Dunes a bit.
Yeah.
And
should be reasonable.
I'm already dreading that fucking line. I swear, I tried the other day in another one of my plays of line returns because I'm playing a parallel save file, and would you believe that I actually didn't get the line in the entire rest of the night in game? And I was like, fuck my life. If this happens on a stream, I'm going to flip my table.
And Cobb just got it.
As always! He always gets the nice things first try.
Then again, we got welcome twice.
Yeah.
So that's a blessing.
That was Hope spiting me, I know. Fucking bastard. Anyways, then again, okay, then see you on Sunday, everybody, and pray that the stream behaves like today.
Yeah.
See ya.
Bye.